fans watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today USA Boxing. We are back. Let me make sure you guys can hear me, man. See, like I'll have a... I think you guys can hear me. I'm not sure. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I look like I was having some kind of technical difficulties. I had to turn off the roadcaster and turn the roadcaster back on. So hopefully you guys can hear me. You know what I mean? If you guys can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. I just want to make sure I can hear over here. All right, Old Dirty Boxer, you say loud and clear. Okay, cool. All right. Con Shiner, you say loud and clear. All right, cool. All right, that's good. Everybody can hear me. That's good. You know, that's always a good thing. Now I got to take my son to karate today. So the live ain't gonna be too long. It's gonna be about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I gotta cut it short at about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So you know what I mean? So, you know, that's how we're gonna do it today. You know what I mean? I gotta take little Kai to karate. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But son, you know what I mean? Yeah, but my son, you know, I got him in karate. You know what I mean? You know, these kids today, not all of them, but some of them, they just don't want no physical activity, man. Like, you know, I grew up in the era where your mama and them say, not your mother and them or your moms or, you know, your family. You know, when I came up in the era when mom and them, you say, go outside, boy, go on outside and play. You know what I mean? You knew what go outside and play mean. Go outside and play did not mean, shout out to my sister Bless 365, did not mean go outside and get in trouble and do what you ain't supposed to do. You automatically know, go outside, go outside and play, meaning go get with your friends, find something to do. You better not get in, you better not get in trouble, stuff like that. That's the era I grew up in. We talking about 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. We talking about around, go outside and play. You know what I mean? Now these jitterbugs now, they don't even want to go outside. You know what I mean? They be on the phones all day, the tablets. Like, man, I think this is an antisocial era. You grew up anywhere in the early 80s on up. You know, you came up in that go outside and play era. These jitterbugs don't go outside and play anymore. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, now, yeah, look, come on, gonna get some karate, man. You know what I mean? You gotta get some karate in your body. True. Hey, my son gonna be a big boy, so you know, I'm gonna need some security when he get off. He 8 now, so all right, Kyle, about 10 years from now, about 10, 11 years from now, you're gonna be my one of my personal bodyguards, and he's gonna be a big boy. So it is what it is, man. Hey, let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, drumming for life, say me too. Too many podcasts, huh? Yeah, too many podcasts. I just got through eating too, man. So yeah, too many podcasts, huh? All right, okay, all right, you know, it is what it is, man. He's saying you better be back before the street lights go. Yeah, you better be back for boy. Listen, boy, them street lights hit. Hey, we used to be playing it close too, boy. Like it be like almost dark, but it's a little light outside. Shit, nigga, boy. But we play it close. You be outside all day. And in the summertime, everybody got turned dark skinned in the summertime. Because we outside in the sun all damn day. We outside in the sun all day. Summertime be hot as hell in Florida, bro. You man, shit. A light skinned dude look like Wesley Snipes by the time he come home at night. Light skinned dude look like Wesley Snipes, boy. That son will be playing in the summertime, boy. You can believe that, boy. Shit, they go outside and play. And you know, and don't come back. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. So, hey, man, let's get into the show. Shout out to Con Shiner, Knockdown 305, Lil Green ISP, Bless 365, Jamario. What's going on, fam? Lil Green, Undisputed Talk. What's going on, bro? What's going on, fam? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Adrian Big 30. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all get it. Like, so, hey, man, we almost at 19,000. We'll be at 19,000 probably for the day over with. So it is what it is. We're going 19 and we're moving on to 20. And it is what it is, man. I got some real good news. I can't wait to go to LA, man. Damn, I can't wait to go to LA, man. Because you know, I got a lot of brothers out there I'm gonna be hooking up with. No, of course, you know, I have family live in South Central. So after I get, you know, I got my family there, but then, you know, I got other people I'm gonna be hooking up with. I'm going through the different neighborhoods and stuff, trying to understand this gang culture a little bit better. So I'm hooking up with Ayatollah Mar from the Bloods, Melvin Farmer from the Crips, try to hook up with Big U if he's around. Try to hook up with Big U, and I'm just getting understanding. And I'm going on the show in LA. There's a studio I'm going to where we doing an actual just an actual sit down interview after we walk through the different neighborhoods and sets and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't wait to go out there, man, because I haven't been to LA in a while. I haven't been to LA since 2016. So it's been a minute, man. But let's get into the show. I'm not gonna lie. Deontay Wilder. You guys know that he's supposed to be fighting Andy Ruiz, so they say, but we don't hear anything about a date, none of that. It's been mandated by the WBC, and I guess it's kind of up in the air. We don't know exactly when that date is supposed to be or whatever, right? But Ellie setback. I'm gonna be nice today. I always have other words for him. I call him Ellie, you know what, but I'm gonna be nice today. I'm gonna respect this hustle and this grind. I'm gonna respect that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be good today. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Ellie setback. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Y'all know me. I'm Mr. Anti-establishment. I don't like the establishment. You have the establishment in boxing, and then you have the establishment on social media. And the establishment on social media are the guys who's been around a while, that's connected, that toes the water of the establishment in boxing. So you have YouTube channels, their job is to toe the water of the establishment in boxing because they always wanted to be, like work for the ESPNs or work for the corporate media in sports. So they didn't get opportunity to do that. So now podcasting on YouTube is the way to go about doing it. And a lot of guys are doing a good job at it. Me, I'm like, fuck the other side, fuck the establishment YouTube channels. I don't give a fuck. True. Burn that shit down. I'm coming in the door. I'm like Biggie Smalls. Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm going to the streets. That's what I'm going at. Anyways, shout out to Deontay Wilder. Unbelievable, guys. Deontay Wilder says fighters shouldn't have to wait months to get paid. My question to you guys is, is he right? Does he have a point? You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to wait months to get paid. Does he have a point? Now, I understand both arguments of it. The Bronze Bomber, he is the top guy over there at the PBC. He's probably the only guy that I know of that I can really give him credit for by saying he is his own boss. And what I mean by that is this. He does have bosses, Shelly Finkel and those guys like that. But you don't hear Deontay Wilder say, well, first of all, I like to thank Al Heyman. You don't never hear him say that. He don't really say that too much. Deontay Wilder yell bomb squad. He say to this day he do his thing and all that stuff there, but he ain't the one that's really doing that over there. I'm just being honest. You see every fighter over there at the PBC doing that except for Wilder. Wilder's kind of always been pretty much his own boss. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Now, you may not agree with everything Wilder has said and done. He still called a Tyson Fury a cheater. Then he said Alexander Usyk is a cheater as well. This is the interview he did over there with Ellie Setback a couple days ago. I meant to talk about it yesterday, but I was like, man, I get at it. I didn't get a chance to hear it, so I got a chance to listen to it today, and I'm gonna just come away with my, my assessment of it. So, now he didn't specify who exactly he was talking about, but shit, he can't, he ain't dealing with nobody else but the PBC, so he ain't dealing with Top Rank, so he can't be talking about Top Rank. He ain't dealing with Matchroom. He can't be talking about them. He ain't dealing with Queensberry, so he can't be talking about them. So the only people he could be talking about is the company that he's dealing with, that he has personal knowledge and experience with, who he's been working with. So, and I don't hear no other fighters nowhere else talking about that either. I don't hear no other fighters with any other company saying they got to wait to get paid and all this stuff there. But I have heard it over there on that side of the fence. Agent Broner said they just brushed it off to the side. Mickey Bay said something of that sort. Ishay Smith said something. They just brushed it off to the side. Wilder saying something. I'm gonna see what's up now. Are they gonna turn on their king, Deontay Wilder? We'll see. We'll see how it go down. But let's get into the show. Is he right? That's the question. Right? And we do know they get paid on the pay-per-view model. So their way of getting paid is, look, baby boy, we're gonna give you 1.5 on the front end, and you got to wait to get the rest of your money on the back end. So, You know, now I ain't saying Wilder got 1.5, but I'm just in his last fights, of course he didn't. But you get what I'm saying though. So that's kind of like, do you guys remember when the PBC had a show on Fox? They had Sean Porter. They had like a boxing panel with Sean Porter and a couple of other guys, and then just a show, PBC show, and they always. Do y'all remember that? And then the Fox just canceled it. They just canceled it, and I think. Some people were saying right then, well, I wonder why they canceled it. Now we know Fox is no longer in the boxing business as it relates to that. They ain't, they don't put no money up for no fights and none of that. So if you want to fight on that network, you can, but you're gonna have to put your own money up, right? It's like, oh, now I get it. Fox like, man, this junk ain't doing no ratings. So they end up cutting it. They end up cutting the umbilical cord, right? You know what I mean? But let's get into the show. Deontay Wilder says he would like to change how fighters get paid. Again, he can't be talking about no other fighters other than the ones that he signed with because he doesn't have any experience working with those other guys. And the only company that I've heard where people had to wait to get paid from is the PBC. And I heard that from fighters from the PBC who I talked to. Won't mention their names. That's how I found out that there's a gag order against me that nobody from the PBC fighters are allowed to talk to me. I ain't got no problem with that. Fuck them. Guys know me shit. I don't give a damn. I got my own money. I don't need them niggas at all. Deontay Wilder says he wants to change how fighters get paid. Although he didn't specify which fighters he was referring to. But Deontay Wilder says that fighters shouldn't have to wait to get paid their money after fighting. Wilder feels all fighters should get paid right after they fight. Interesting. Does Deontay Wilder have a point? Leave your comments below and tell me what you think if you watch this replay. I was at the Antonio Tarver Promotions fight. And you know what I saw for the first time? Antonio Tarver is a promoter now and a ring announcer. He calls fights and stuff like that as well, right? Did you know what I saw, guys? And Tarver is a Hall of Famer. He's in the Hall of Fame. Do you know what I saw, guys? I saw a promoter write checks right after they had a fight, right after his fighters fought on his fight card, and he paid everybody. I saw the Robinson boys get paid. I saw Tarver Jr. get paid. I saw the other guys I was on the undercard get paid. I even saw the DJ and the ring announcer get paid. He wrote him a check right there in the back. Now, I don't know if the check bounced or not, but I'm just saying, I seen for the first time ever what a promoter did. So why? As a matter of fact, they say, Coach, you're making this up. Okay. Anybody think I'm making this up? Okay, let's see. Where's that? Here you go, right here. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna do this. I want nobody thinking I'm making it up. Yeah, he think he making it up. Coach always lying. He be making it up. One thing they hate about me, they hate when I be coming with them receipts. Like, damn, boy, this nigga be coming with receipts. Damn, we can't refute what he said. Now they're gonna try. 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 Right? They're gonna try. But hold on. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's up. Let me pull it on up right here. You know what I mean? This is on Ellie Setback. Let you guys hear this.
About these fighters, about getting his money. Another thing we're gonna change about these fighters, about getting his money.
Once again, I do not own the rights to this materials for educational purposes only. This is Wilder right here. You can see Ellie Setback on my phone. Shout out to Tyree. What did he say, family? Say Coach Nick Sack. He say Nick Sack. Everyone, what's up? What's going on, fam? What's going on? Let's go.
Stop. We're gonna change. Another thing we're gonna change about these fighters, about getting his money. Stop getting his money when it's over. You gotta pay me after the time the fight is over with. That's what other fighters gotta get to too. Waiting and all that. Because any other business shit, after the job's done, we want your money. We didn't want to wait no month or 2 weeks or 3. We need it now. That's another thing that needs to be changed.
Okay, let's hit this one more time. Wilder say we don't want to have to wait no month or 2 months or 3 weeks. Hell, I even heard Adrian Broner say, yeah, we ain't gotta wait no 6 months, 8 months, or maybe to a year to get paid. I'm finna let you hear that as well. But because it was AB, everybody chumped him off. I understand it, so where AB got the big fights, all that stuff there. And I tell you guys, these guys who be arguing online, capping for promotional companies, advisory companies, and networks, you don't even know the interworkings of these companies. So who am I going to believe? A nigga with a YouTube channel who claimed the fame is getting an interview from his favorite fighter and D-riding his favorite fighter, or someone who working in the company? I'm gonna listen to what Floyd Mayweather say as it relates to what's going on with Crawford and Spence, or I'm gonna listen to, or I'm gonna listen to my aerosexual YouTube channel, or a Crawford hating YouTube channel. I'm not gonna listen to them. They ain't nobody. They're just some niggas with an opinion. Niggas with an opinion who favor their favorite fighters who Johnson they would like to eat up. Pretty much that's what it is. That's what's going on, right? So, but anyway, let's hear.
Another thing we're gonna change about these fights, about getting this money. Stop getting this money when it's over. You gotta pay me after the time the fight is over with. That's what other fighters gotta get to too. Waiting and all that. Because any other business shit, after the job done, we want your money. We didn't want to wait no month or 2 weeks or 3. We need it now. That's another thing that needs to be changed.
Now, he hit the nail right on the head. Any other business, you want your money after the job is done. Now, of course, boxing is a little bit different. If you have, I guess maybe the pay-per-view model, you got to wait to get your money. Unless it's BLK Prime. That they operate a little differently. But if you have, if you over there with on that side of the fence with the PBC, you know, you get a little bit of money guarantee, and then you got to wait to get the rest of your money. Whatever they tell you, it is. You know what I mean? So they come to you and tell you, hey, because hey man, you ain't ordering no books, you ain't confirming anything because all trust, you're trusting your advisor, who just so happen to be your manager as well. And you're using you're using his attorneys, and you're using his promoter, and you're using his network who he got to deal with. So you're using the advisor. He's your advisor. He's your manager. You're using his promotional company he worked through, Tom Brown, and you're using the network that he has to deal through. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. Shout out to Jaguar. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Jaguar, what to say, family? Say, Coach, I'm from the moon. Just heard your show when that clown from Earth called you. Yeah. He said he from the Earth. He from the Earth. I get it. He got mad. He got mad because I called him aerosexual, but I get it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying though. Now again, it ain't none of my goddamn money. We don't get paid from it. But I'm just saying, why is he saying something about it now though? Wilder seems to be an advocate now. He said he wants to fight. He said he wants to stand up for the fighters. That's what he said. And he want to be an advocate because Wilder got money. He has more money than anybody over there at the PBC that's currently fighting. It's not a fighter at the PBC has more money than Deontay Wilder. None of them. So he's speaking from I got mine. You see what I'm saying? So maybe he's standing up for all those other guys who can't stand up. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe he's standing up for all the other guys who can't stand up. But anyways, let's continue. Let's hear AB though.
Now, you get 40% on that money. Not only you get 40%, but you get 40% on that Monday.
Ooh. Okay.
Not no 6 months. We gotta wait till the numbers come in. Not no eight. Not no year.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Monday.
I'm familiar. That's what's up.
Hey, Adrian, so by Wednesday, everything clear.
My boy hyped about it too.
Everything's clear by Wednesday?
Look at you.
Okay.
Look at it.
So now this Adrian Broner. Now we don't know who is he going to fight. He got a fight date for the 25th. The BLK Prime may call me and be like, Coach, look here, man. Everybody, we tried to get the fight AB mysteriously. They caught up in certain things and they don't fight. They got to pull out the fight or we can't throw the fight for whatever the reason may be. So it seemed like something working on in the background. Coach, are you available? I might say, yeah, I ain't available, but he'll be available. Yeah, I'll fight AB for a couple dollars on that wheel. I will fight AB for a couple dollars. Damn sure will. Why not? Why not? He said, do you know why Hank London was suspended? Yeah, he had some kind of injury in the past or something like that. And he was still suspended from the injury you know, when you get an injury, they'll suspend you so you can't fight until until it medically clears or something of that sort. I haven't spoken to him, but I was on Martin Ash's show. I think that's what it was about. But let's hear what AB say. Now AB is talking about what his situation is with BLK Prime. He's saying, well, shit, you know, BLK Prime does pay-per-view. You know what I mean? You buy the subscription or whatever. You know, they do pay-per-view on their stuff. But they're not dealing with a network, it's an app, so it's a little different. So he's saying, but look, I ain't gotta wait 6 months to a year to get my cheese. This is what AB said. I said, damn, okay, well, AB said it. I heard Ishay Smith say it as well on Twitter. And then Deontay Wilder saying we need to change this. You know, these fighters got to get paid their money. They shouldn't have to be waiting a month. You know what I mean? 3 weeks or whatever to get paid. They need to get paid right then. You know what I mean? That old stipend. What they call it, the back end money. They call it that old back end, huh? The famous back end. Woo, Lord have mercy.
Get 40%, but not only you get 40%, but you get 40% on that Monday.
Ooh. Okay.
Not no 6 months. We gotta wait till the numbers come in. Not no eight, not no year.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Monday.
I'm familiar. That's what's up.
Hey, Adrian.
Hey, Sean Porter said, I'm familiar. I'm not. Now, Sean Porter confirmed what AB was saying. He said, I'm familiar. So, Sean Porter said, I'm familiar. See, Sean Porter's the ultimate company man at the PBC. He ain't ruffling no feathers or nothing. But he said, I'm familiar. He confirmed, you know, so, you know, if you don't drink the Jim Jones Kool-Aid, yeah, and if you don't agree to this, if you don't agree not to get a guaranteed purse and wait 6 months to a year to get the rest of your money, you're a cool Uncle Tom sell out. You don't know how to do business. You do bad business. Imagine this. Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this. Let's say somebody in the chat, right? Let's say somebody in the chat, right? Let's say my brother Yarmus in the chat. Yarmus say, man, coach, I got 2 jobs. I said, what's that? I got 2 people who want to hire me. Okay, cool. One company want to hire me, right? It's sales. You know, I ain't gonna get paid no salary or no wage or nothing. I'm gonna come over here. They're gonna hire me, but they're telling me they're not gonna pay me any money. But they say that I'm gonna get a percentage of whatever I sell or can sell. And I'm not allowed to see exactly what I sold, you know what I mean, or how much I sold, just because I'm not allowed to see that. I just need to let them take care of everything they need to take care of, and then tell me exactly whatever the cut is that I agreed to. They're gonna tell me that. But you know, I may not get paid 6 months to a year. The back end money. Then I got another company. Hey, man, these people here say, man, look, not only are they going to pay me a guaranteed salary, they say, we're going to give you half of your salary up front. And then you're going to get the rest of your bread a week or during the week that you're supposed to start your job. If you take that deal, you's a fool. You're doing bad business. You're supposed to take the deal when you ain't getting no money, a percentage of some damn pay-per-views, and we don't even know what it's going to sell in the era of pirating. I'm going to listen to some niggas on YouTube who probably ain't got a damn job. Don't even know what a 1099 is. Don't even know what an independent contract is. They don't even know how to file taxes for their companies because they ain't got no damn company. Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, he's right. But the only thing I have to say about what Deontay Wilder said is this: if these fighters agree to those terms, then Deontay Wilder is not right. He's right in essence of the fighters should not have to wait to get paid their money after they fight in the ring. He's right about that, but he's wrong. This is where he's wrong at. If those fighters agreed to the terms, hey, look, baby boy, we're going to give you a whole head cheese sandwich, a case of Coronas, a couple dollars, 2 packs of lemon heads, a shandy, and you're going to get the rest of it on the back end. If you agreed to that, guess what? As a fighter, you have no right to even complain. You have no right to complain if you agreed to it. If you agreed to this, you can't sit back and say, oh, man, we got to get the rest of our money, man. And, the way they ain't paying us. Because Al Heyman can say, hey, look here, let me bring your dumb ass over here. Bring your dumb ass over here. Yes, Al. Hold on. Did I hold on. Did I get the super chat? Oh, okay, I got you. I got that super chat out of the way. Let me get this one down here at the bottom. Shout out to Will. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, I wonder how the snake, Steven Espinosa, and the usual suspects are going to spin it in their favor. He say, salute to the channel, Coach. Much love. Hey, again, me, man. I say, man, these guys do not have a double standard. They do not have a standard at all. You ought to know what time it is, man. It is what it is, man. Trying to make sense out of nonsense. Trying to make sense out of nonsense. I told you, a lot of these guys, they're hoping to get on the payroll of some of these advisory companies and promotional companies. The people ain't gonna pay you nothing, dog. You might get an interview here and there and then, make you feel good, make you feel legit on YouTube, but that's by far that's gonna go. Shout out to Fotex. What did he say? Coach. He said Papa Pancho is very mad at you. I mean, who cares? I don't even know who the fuck Papa Pancho is. Don't give a fuck. To be honest with you. But anyways, so. My thing is this. If you agree to the terms, you ain't got no reason to complain. I can see Al right now. Hey, Kim, bring your dumb ass over here. Listen, check this out. Do you see this paper right here? Yeah, I see this paper. This is a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck, don't say nothing, don't speak to me, don't look at me. Look, let me tell you something. Boy, if I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. Now walk it off. You agreed to the terms. Not only am I your advisor, I am your manager. Not only am I your advisor and manager, you do what I tell you to do. We have an NDA right here. You don't say a goddamn thing. If you say something, you're going to be blackballed and whiteballed. Get out there on that camera. You thank me first. You better not thank God. If you Muslim, don't thank Allah. They gonna say Muslim. Don't thank Allah. Don't thank Yahshua. Don't thank Jesus. Don't thank Musa. Don't thank Isa, which is Jesus in Arabic, right? Don't thank Buddha. Don't thank your mama. Don't thank your daddy. Don't thank your family. Don't thank nobody. I'm the first one you thank. Not only are you gonna wait 6 months to a year to get the rest of your money, you're gonna accept it with a smile. If you agree to those terms, you can't nobody get mad at Al Heyman. That ain't Al Heyman's fault. Nigga, you agreed to it. So put your big boy drawers on and lay down the wear and accept it. True. That's all I'm saying. You agreed to it. Shout out Dwayne. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said the AB taking advance, then the PBC held back the money until they recoup what they paid them in advance. 2 sides every story. Yes, 2 sides every story, but we don't know the other side because the other side don't speak. We don't know. We don't know. The other side don't speak. So we never hear the other side. The other side is invisible man. So, like, again, and why would a fighter need to take an advance from the PBC? Why would a fighter need to take an advance from his financial advisor? Read me that. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution. That's a good question, Dwayne. Why would a fighter need to take an advance from his financial advisor that works for him? What to say, Jimmy? You say these PBC fighters have a worse contract than TLC. he said the TLC. Hey, remember TLC? But TLC sold. They came out with an album called Crazy, Sexy, Cool. Boy, that was their second album, right? They sold like 10 million records. Hey, shout out to Damien. He said, I don't understand why AB, who has made pretty good money, even need an event. Hey, guess what? Hey, Damien, that's my entire point. If he made a whole boatload of money, what do he need an advance for? We saw AB ripping up $20 bills, flushing them down the toilet. Remember that? We saw AB throwing money in the air at Walgreens, at Walmart, talking about something, I don't take change. I don't keep nothing in my pocket. Anything less than $100, anything less than $100. We remember that? Remember that, AB? But anyway. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Now, so that's my thing though. So, but Wilder is talking about it. Forget AB. Deontay Wilder is talking about it. Sean Porter said, "Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with what AB's saying because he comes from that side of the street." My thing is, if that's what you agreed to, lay down and wear it. Don't be mad at Al Heyman. That ain't Al Heyman's fault. That ain't no Al Heyman fault right there. If you agreed to the back end, you know what I mean? Accept what come with the back end. I got that back end. Yeah, boy, see the back end where it's at. These dudes don't even know what back end is. Yeah, the back end is where it's at. They get a boatload of money over there. They get 20, 30 million. And then Al Heyman got their money over in escrow and the Swiss bank accounts. The nigga know, they know more about their favorite fighter money, where he keep his money at, than their favorite fighter. Yeah, he over there. Yeah, see, they don't know that. They don't know that. Hey, we got Swiss bank accounts and they got money invested in They got cryptocurrency. They got about another 10 million invested in crypto too. See, Coach, you don't know nothing about that. They got their money in Swiss bank accounts. They got money invested in crypto. You see what I'm saying? They got gold. They got gold. Kukurans invested in what is it? Is it Leavenworth? Not Leavenworth. Where they keep all the gold at? Where they keep all the gold at in America? Hey, where they keep all the gold at in America, guys? I forgot this that quick. Yeah, hold on. Hey, shout out to Big Steppin'. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Cash out.
Hey, Leroy.
Super
Yeah, Fort Knox.
Receive.
Yeah.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, he say sources say hippity tomato can. boys, ain't that tomato can by hippity, boy. Hippity gonna let them paws go. Hey, that's what it is. Fort Knox. Yeah, see, our father got gold and gold Kukurans in Fort Knox. We got gold in Fort Knox. We got another 20, 30 million in Swiss bank accounts on the back end. We got another 2 million invested in cryptocurrency. That's what's going on over there. They talk about Fort Knox cryptocurrency. Yeah, we got some Bitcoins too. We got some Bitcoins. They just be making stuff up. Just be making it up, dog. Just be, dog. It don't make no sense, dog. That nigga just be making stuff up. That nigga working at 7-Eleven can't tell me about no damn money. You work at 7-Eleven. I ain't knocking you. You can do. I worked at a gas station before. Do what you gotta do. But if you currently working at the gas station, don't be trying to talk to me about no back end. Yeah, see, they got the back end. See, you don't know nothing about back end. You don't know nothing about back end either. I'm just saying. But my thing is, if you signed that contract, you cannot be complaining about Al Heyman. You can't be complaining if you signed that contract. You got to do what you're told, boy. That's the way it works.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
no, I ain't said
Kid
that.
Capri?
I didn't say
Huh?
that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Let me tell you something.
Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. So I get what Deontay Wilder is saying. I get exactly what Deontay Wilder is saying. And Wilder is right. Wilder is right, but there's two sides to the coin. If as the brother said, if you agree to the terms of the contract, guess what? You don't have a right to complain. You get what I'm saying? If you agreed to the death row contract, shout out to Bruce Gas, Lisa Bell's in the building, Bless 365. If you agreed to sign with death row, you got to accept what come with signing with death row, if that's what you agreed to. That's all I'm saying.
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Welcome to death row. Welcome to death row. Welcome to death row, man. It is what it is. Shout out to my dog, Six Figure Johnny,
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Welcome to death row, baby boy. Welcome to death row, man. It is what it is, man. To all the fighters out there who who have to wait to get their money, wait to get paid, and you can't say anything because you signed a non-disparagement clause in the contract. You can't say anything. And if you had one thing that you wanted to say to your boss, promoter, financial advisor, or manager that you can't say, that you want Coach Malachi to say for you, I'm gonna get my dog Riley to say.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
That's for any fighter who always wanted to say that to his boss, but he couldn't say it. So don't worry about it. See, that's one thing about being a network free agent like myself. See, I'm a free agent. I'm a free agent. I don't pledge allegiance to the swine. I don't pledge allegiance to Top Rank. I'm Gucci. I don't pledge allegiance to Matchroom. I'm Gucci. I don't pledge allegiance to Queensberry. I'm Gucci. And I don't pledge allegiance to the PBC. I'm Gucci. Shout out to Eric Gomez.
To this day.
You know what I mean? I pledge allegiance to me, Coach Malachi Williams. True Media Today USA Boxing. I pledge allegiance to me. That's it. Shout out to Team Freeway Boxing. That is the family, the record label, the staff, and the crew. You know what I mean? That's, you know, over there at Team Freeway, we don't believe in back end money. True. I don't know how they do it everywhere else, but we don't believe in the back end. You see what I'm saying? Listen. Just imagine. Hold on. You know what? I just saw a commercial. Check this out. Where that video at? I saw a video today. Boy, y'all gonna love it. Boy, McConnell, man, I like this, but y'all gonna love this here, boy. I saw a video. Where that video at? I saw a video of Canelo. Canelo got a commercial. Where is that commercial at? Man, they showing Canelo on a golf course, riding around on a golf cart. Oh, there you go right there. It's a Michelob. Ultra. Canelo.
This February, Michelob Ultra.
I gotta show y'all this. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this here. Boy, that damn Nello though. Boy, that doggone Nello. Listen. Doggone big Nello had on Nello like, nah, puto, we don't do back end over here, puto. No, Eddie, what is he talking about? I don't know, man. There's this fool over here talking about back end and 1.5 and and we're gonna pay you the rest later and all that stuff there 6 months to a year later. No, puto, we don't do that. We don't do that. No, we don't do that. And say, wait a minute. He said, what? Back end? What the fuck is that? I really don't know, man. Oh shit, Oh no, we don't do that, man. Go ahead and say, I don't know about these. You got these other fools. You got me mixed up with these other fools. I say, I tell you what, I need 40 million guarantee, Eddie. Matter of fact, fuck it. Tell them 50 million and call it a day. Check this out. I want y'all to see this. Because some of your favorite fighters, they can't, you know what I mean? They got to do what they told. And then, then other fighters, they just walk in the trap. They, what they say, come to your trap and take over your trap. One dude went over there and just took 40 million, took 40, 50 million off the rip. I'm like, how the fuck he was able to do that? He just walked in there and stuck them up. Look at this commercial right here, man. Look at this. That motherfucker right here on the golf course speeding. Hey, who that is right there? Y'all see who that is? He on the golf course speeding. What's water sprinklers? Man, what the hell? What is he? I thought he had surgery. What he doing? What is he doing? Oh, man. Come on, man. The man done went over there, stuck up the bag, stuck the joint up. Man, come on, man. Shout out to Chula Vista. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, yo, coach, I would not be surprised if Heyman thought he was wise and put the PBC money in cryptocurrency and lost money. Love the show. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have any information on that at all, brother, to be honest with you. Shout out to Luis Puente. He said Wilder still waiting on that Spilker money. I think Wilder probably got paid for that. Remember, Deontay Wilder is the only guy that's probably over there that's really his own boss, to be honest with you. Deontay Wilder is very, very vocal. Deontay Wilder is, you know what I mean? He gonna speak his mind. You know what I mean? He's not intimidated. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So I respect Wilder on that. Now all the other stuff, I had issues with in the past, but I respect him on that. For him just even come out and say that, you know what I mean? Hey, what I say, Jamario? You said they also that commercial would be the one of the Super Bowl commercial this year. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, man went over there, man. Like, yo, man, what you say, Puto? 1.5, 38.5 million on the back end. No, I tell you what. This is what it's gonna be. You gonna give me 40 mil. What you talking about? We ain't never getting we don't get no fighter over here $40 million. Guess what? You gonna give me 40 mil. You got us messed up. Okay, we walking away from the table. I'm finna go back to 80. 80, yeah, man, they tripping over that man. Hey, listen, boy, you better beg Canelo to come back. You still owe us money. All that money we loaned you on the hedge fund. You better beg him to come back. Next thing you know, Canelo came back. He got the 40 million. You know what I mean? No, he said you can get some back in. No, we're gonna do it and say, I need most of mine. I need 95% of my cheese guaranteed. 95% of my cheese guaranteed, and then you can give me the other 5% on the back end if that's how y'all do that. What we normally do, we normally give people 5% guarantee, and they get the other 95% on the back end. Canelo like, nah, I want that deal, but I want that deal in reverse. I want 95% guarantee, puto, and I need the 5% on the back end, puto. Okay? Get back at me. Next thing you know, so now, it makes sense what Deontay Wilder is saying. It makes sense what Ishe Smith said. Got Ishe tweet as well. It makes sense what Agent Broner is saying. Again, I have a great deal of respect for Wilder in this aspect because Wilder is man enough to come out and say it. And if Wilder wants to become an advocate for fighters to get paid their money on time when they're supposed to get paid, I would say this. The fighters need to understand what they're signing before they sign it. Because in all fairness, if you sign something and don't know what the hell you're signing, and then later on down the line, you complaining about that what you signed, that's on you. Because Al Heyman, Stephen Espinosa, they can always say, hey, look, man, look, you signed this right here. This was the agreement. We explained this to you thoroughly. We told you it's going to take you some time to get the rest of your money. We told you that. We still haven't got all of the numbers back yet, but just give us some time. It'll take us about 6-7 months to get all of the numbers. Once we get all the numbers back, then we'll be able to give you your percentage that we agreed to you on. But so far, it doesn't look good because we needed to sell a certain amount in order for you to get a percentage of it. We didn't reach that quota. So let's just give it some time. But if you need to borrow some cheese, we got a couple of dollars we can shoot you on the low. Cause we know you want to pay Big Booty Judy. You got them 2 bad red bones you met at the strip club. Them 2 bad red bones, they're expensive too. You know what I mean? They like expensive things, and so we know you got the wife and kids to take care of. So you got wife and kids, Big Booty Judy on the side. Then you got them 2 red bone, them two fine Big Booty red bones that you've been trying to get with. So you want to take care of that. So we'll loan you some money because you got a high trick bill. A lot of these dudes have a high trick bill. You got a high trick bill. You be tricking a lot out there. So what we gonna do? We got you on that deal. We got you on that deal. You know what I mean? Okay, well, can I at least see my money? You ain't got no. You ain't gonna see it. Listen, the money I got your money in crypto. I got someone to invest in that gold in Fort Knox. You know what I mean? We got some in Swiss bank accounts. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it, baby boy. You good? You Gucci? You the richest thing in boxing. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, according to Wakanda, Canelo came back crawling to the PBC. Nah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about that, man. I don't know, man. But according to Wakanda, this is what it is. Hey, man, phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Do you guys think that Wilder has a point, though? All jokes aside, do you guys think that Wilder has a point? Again, I see it from both sides. I see what Deontay Wilder is saying, and I totally agree with Deontay. But the flip side of that is, if the fighter signed the contract that stipulated you ain't gonna get paid right now, you're gonna get paid later on down the line, does that fighter have a right to complain? Somebody please call in. Somebody please call in and tell me, what do you think? Like, does that fighter have a right to complain? When you agreed to what you were signing before you signed it. Hey, shout out to Mr. Golden. Mr. Golden, what you say, fam? You say Wilder was the one who told Bud to watch out for Al and make sure that he got his money right. Oh, I didn't even know that, Mr. Golden. Oh, I didn't even know that. Wilder was the one that told Crawford, man, make sure you get your cheese. Make sure that paperwork right, man, before you go sign. Okay, I mean, that's good looking out. If Wilder said that, that's good looking out. To this day. That's good looking out. If he said that, that's good looking out, dog. That's good looking out. For real though. That's good looking out, because Wilder didn't have to say that. Because I heard Bud say that several fighters told him that. Look here, man. Woo, Lord Hammer, we can't say that. But look here, man. But make sure everything right now. Make sure everything right. What they talking about? Hey, man, they telling me, man, I don't get paid no guarantee. What? No guarantee? Yeah, then they told me I gotta get 35% or whatever they tell me that the fight gonna make. For real, they told you that? Man, Wilder probably like, look here, man. No, man, don't go for that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's going on? How you feeling today? Corey from Texas.
Corey from Texas, talk to me, man.
All right. So another good subject. So you said things you said. All right. So one, maybe Broner, isn't as crazy as you think. It's just like sometimes when the people would tell you before that Trump was crazy, and then the stuff that come out, and you end up telling the truth. But yeah. like how you played the both sides of it. Because here's my thing too. Coach, it's like, okay, if you agree to that, like you said, and you signed to that,
yeah.
If you with Showtime, PBC, and with networks and all that, and you're not straight to an app, well then, okay, if they are tallying up the pay-per-view buys and doing all this other stuff, it's going to be impossible for them to pay you at the end of the night or pay you at the end of the week. It's going to take a couple of weeks because they got to get the numbers from Australia, United Kingdom, wherever else the fight is in Canada,
and that's if those fighters get a percentage of the foreign rights.
Right.
Yeah, that's if. Yeah.
So, yeah. Right. So they got to also understand that. But if you agree to that, you agree to that, because it's like, for example, you know business, coach. It's like when you let's say, remember back in the day, you went platinum. All right, you went platinum in that week, but Radio Shack, Best Buy, and all of them still got to send the money back to the record company for you to finally get played off of that album or the record label, however you want to say it. So I get what they saying, where they like, yeah, I need my money now. It's like, okay, but if you would you say Tank agreed to, Coach? You said he agreed to 1.5 or whatever his last part of use, and then he gets a certain percentage of the pay-per-view buys.
Mhm.
So if you agree to that 1.5 million, usually Al will probably give you that other night, and then whatever 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million, whatever he guarantees you on the back end, you're gonna have to wait till all that stuff cleared. You know, he's gonna have to pay everybody, and then in addition to that, they are saying, and I agree with you. You said Wilder is one of the ones that is paid. He did say that in the interview. Say, I'm one of the ones who actually got money. He's like, I'm actually one of the ones who get taken care of. But you know, he was just like, I'm tired of seeing these fighters go out broke and all this other stuff. So it's crazy because I don't know, Coach. How long will it take? Would it take 14 days? Will it take a month to get all the pay-per-view money back? Like, because I don't think it's possible for them to get all those numbers and that money back to that fighter by that Monday. I think you'd have to at least wait, 7 to 14 business days.
This is the crazy part about it. If you are a fighter and I'll just say any fighter, and you have a promoter or an advisor, and you are using the promoter or advisor's attorney, that's one. Your promoter, your advisor is advising you. You use my attorney. We're going to use my promoter who is exclusively works directly with my advisory company. And you're going to fight on this particular network who I exclusively have a deal with. So you negotiating favorable terms for yourself against the fighter. Mm-hmm. And the only way the fighter is going to be treated as fairly as he feels he needs to, he has to have an independent attorney that's separate from the advisor's attorney or whatever they're advising you. Because you can't go in the lion's den and you want to make a deal with the lion, and the lion is saying, okay, look, let's say you're a pork chop sandwich. You're a pork chop sandwich, and you're dealing with a lion you're dealing with a lion, right? The lion, you're dealing with a lion. The lion is not going to work out a deal for you that's going to be in the best of your interest. The lion say, look, man, this is a nice little pork chop sandwich that's a little fat on it. Look here, dog. Listen, this is the deal I got for you. The lion gonna lay the deal out that's gonna be beneficial to him, but what we gonna do, dog, in order to make sure that ain't no conflict of interest, I'ma refer you to a lawyer. Now this is the lawyer I'm gonna refer you to is my cousin, which is the other lion. And then the network we gonna fight on Lionsgate Network. That's a network that I'm working with. You know what I mean? And and you got an accountant. Oh, we got the Lion accountant over here as well. So I got you hooked up, baby. We like a one-stop shop. You see what I'm saying? That'll be a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Red flag right there. So I don't know, man. I think the fighters need to just be a little bit more smarter. I like the fact that Deontay Wilder is speaking up saying this. I really do. But again, if they agree to those terms, like what arguments do these fighters really have if they agree to it? You see what I'm saying?
Right. And like you said,
whatever those terms
he might be. Right. And like you said, he may be the one who actually can speak up without saying something because he's his own boss. Let me ask this. Do you think AB maybe they might be holding some over AB's head when it comes to a lot of his legal fees? You think maybe that could be a factor to it, or?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw an interview where AB said he's still cool with Al. He said he talked to Al and Stephen Espinosa every day. He said he loved them, they're his family. That's what he say now. That's what he said out of his mouth. Now I don't know, but but that's what he said. So I don't know. I don't know what AG business is like. I don't know what any of those fighters' business is like, really, to be fair. But I just know about the guys who came out and said some things I know what I hear and stuff like that. And I know online he do be talking about the back end money and they getting 30 million in escrow. And yeah, we got Swiss bank accounts and you'll be a fool not to sign a contract when you ain't getting paid no money and 35% or whatever we give you and on the back end. So like when I hear dudes talking like that, it's like they don't drunk the Kool-Aid, the Jim Jones juice. They don't drunk that Jim Jones Kool-Aid. They on that good Jim Jones. And no, dog, no, y'all been drinking too much Jim Jones. I'm good. And so hey, but Corey, thank you for calling me. We got other calls calling in. Salute, fam.
All right, brother. Peace.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, all that, they been drinking that Jim Jones over there, man. All that Jim Jones. Shit, you see, hey, doggone, you see, hey, Money May now. I ain't gonna lie. I like what Floyd is doing, Money May. I like what Money May doing. Money May getting that cheese. Money May working with the zone. Money May going overseas, getting that A-Rab money. You get what I'm saying? Money May going overseas, getting that A-Rab money. It's funny. It's funny. It's really funny. It's really funny. I think Deontay Wilder right, though. I think Deontay Wilder right, but it go both ways. I think it go both ways. You know what I mean? I think it go both ways. You know what I mean? So, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Lorenz, I'm calling from South Carolina, coach.
Lorenz from South Carolina?
Yes, sir.
All right, from South
I was
Carolina.
thinking, like, I was thinking when you were saying, wow, they got his own money and everything. Now, do you think he's probably secured, as in financially, to where he can actually speak out now and not really worry about them maybe blocking him or
absolutely
sabotaging things?
Absolutely.
And everything. Because
absolutely. Deontay Wilder, a country boy from Alabama, but he wasn't no fool. He made sure from what I'm hearing, he made sure he got his bread.
Yeah, like I've seen several interviews of people talking about. I've seen his interviews. So I was thinking, I was like, he might really be at the place now to with or without boxing. Him and his family probably just fit, and everything. But I also wanted to pivot just for a moment. What do you think about the Regis and T.O. situation? What Senior said?
Yeah, you talking about Senior said that the Regis fight ain't gonna happen because of 35% and all that stuff there.
Yeah, what you think about that?
I mean, we knew. I mean, I don't really think much of it because I knew that Teofimo Lopez wasn't gonna fight Regis Prograis anyways. I don't think nobody took him serious.
Yeah.
Nobody took him serious about Teofimo Lopez and his dad talking about they want to fight. No, I didn't take that shit serious at all. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't take them serious when they said that. So
yeah, I ain't really take it serious either, but I thought at least, they'll make it seem like it's something that they'll take or at least shoot at it. Because, I mean, I know I've been seeing a lot of people that discuss and they talk about, that's too low and everything, and T.O. is a bigger draw. I mean, I would assume, being that if that is the case, you'll probably be able to negotiate like a bigger percentage or something.
Yeah,
rather than just settling for that.
I don't know how T.O. is a bigger draw. He's fighting in 5,000 capacity venues, 5,000 seat venues. Like, where's your bigger draw at? I don't.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, to me personally, I don't think so. Me personally, I mean, if they claim the takeover and everything, it'd be the perfect fight.
He fought at the Hulu Theater.
So
that's why he's been fighting at the Hulu Theater. So I mean, I ain't tripping on who the bigger draw is and all that stuff there. But I'm saying if that's your argument, we the bigger draw. And I'm not saying Regis Prograis a draw, but you ain't no damn draw neither. So I mean, if that's your
argument, I don't think they said it. I think it was just fans or whatever.
Yeah,
because I only brought it up because it was funny. It made me think of the whole Terrence and Earl situation with those, with that whole percentages and no guarantee. And I was like, people. And I see a lot of people say like, well, Regis hiding behind the sanctioning bodies, and he's saying because nobody gonna take that little percentage. This and that. And the third, I was like, well, shit. If you want to be great and you trying on taking over to me, shit, that's probably like the easiest way. Not necessarily like, he I don't think T.O. actually he decided the man up to take the fight. But, him taking the fight, maybe somehow actually pulling off win to get the belt. Pretty sure Bob them gonna probably make the Haney and T.O. situation a thing.
Yeah.
Probably. So, I mean, if that in the case, that'll probably be a big build up. He gets the belt, then, Loma coming upon it. So for me, I was just like, I was looking at the comments on Twitter and it was just had me dying. I was like, wow. So, when you talk about the double standard, it's just crazy how these fans or whatever the case is like, will say, well, one guy shouldn't have to settle for that little bit, this, that, and the third, and then say, well, another guy, well, he ain't selling, he's not this, so he should pick what they give him. Like that. That shit is weird.
Yeah, they have double standards. That's what they have. Hey, shout out to you, fam. Lorenz from on South Carolina, salute, fam. Shout out to South Carolina. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Honestly, I agree with Deontay Wilder. I really do. I think Deontay Wilder is very sincere in what he said. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland. Talk to me.
Yeah, I just think a lot of people forget that when Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer were letting all those Golden Boy contracts expire, Wilder was the only one that had it written in his contract that if Richard Schaefer left Golden Boy, that was going to automatically make him a free agent. So I'm pretty sure he picked up on a few things from Richard Schaefer, because remember, Schaefer was the money man for Golden Boy.
Yeah.
He was the one that brought all that money from Switzerland with him to make Golden Boy a factor in the boxing game. So, you know, Wilder don't strike me as the type of person to, you know, side up to Coach Malachi and not, you know, pick up some game from him. You know? So I think that's why Al Heyman ain't never been able to play Wilder, especially having, you know, OG Shelly Finkel, who used to be one of Tyson's managers on his team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't play with somebody like that.
Yeah, Wilder got Shelly Finkel on his team. Shelly Finkel was the one that really helped Tyson when Tyson was in all his financial troubles with the IRS and stuff like that. You know, he really was you know, he was that guy that was straightening out Tyson's finances. Mike Tyson is out of debt now. And I think that Shelly Finkel played a big part in that on top of Mike Tyson. So, but yeah, I think he played a big part in that. So, you know, Wilder has Shelly Finkel as his manager, and he doesn't have, you know, he doesn't have an advisor and a manager, and it's the same guy. You know what I mean? Shelly Finkel is a very, very smart guy.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. I see that. Hey, but hey, shout out to you, man. We got another call calling. Shout out to Mark from Oakland. Salute, fam.
What's up, folks?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
True. Coach, it's me, Steve Kim. What's going on?
Steve Kim, talk to
How
me.
you doing?
Hey, talk to me, Steve.
Coach, yeah. I'm listening to the show, enjoying it as always. First things first, the comment with Wilder is really interesting, but I've talked to managers in the past that have been involved in pay-per-view events.
Okay.
Generally, what happens is that there's a guaranteed amount that is put on the commission reports. Now, sometimes those figures can be fudged, they can be fake.
Yeah.
They can put whatever they want, and I've explained why. So generally on that day, whatever's on that commission report, you'll get a check for that amount. Now, if there's any other amount that's promised, quote unquote, on the back end, that might be what Wilder's talking about. But again, I don't know the exact deal point. The other thing is, in terms of pay-per-view upside, right? Let's say it does do well. I've heard managers tell me that for 3, 4, 5 years, they will keep receiving checks as those pay-per-view numbers are tabulated.
Right.
So it's not. I don't know.
That's like it's like the music business. You know, you started getting royalties from.
Right,
Yeah.
and so it's almost like if you're on a television show that has reruns and you're part of that deal, right? Somebody or a commercial, you can get a check sometimes for thousands of dollars or 25 cents, but the money keeps rolling in. So I've talked to managers and said, Steve, I just got a check from a fight we did 2.5 years ago. So there is something to that whole backside thing. Also, one thing about Regis Prograis, I know your last caller was talking about, I tweeted, Regis needs to go to Fresno, and you're going to love this, Coach. I actually thought about you when I'm tweeting it. He needs to do what Clubber Lang did in Rocky 3. He needs to go up there, and you need to play that sound. But, hey, woman, he needs to bum rush this. Diplomacy is not going to work. I still don't know if he's going to get the fight, but he needs to start embarrassing people and put them on the spot, Coach.
Hey, yeah, he did today. Hey, because I met Regis Prograis in Omaha. He just seemed like a nice guy. He just nice
Great guy.
He, you know,
Great guy.
He's not going to ruffle any feathers or nothing like that. He's the total opposite of me.
Yeah, no, Regis is a really classy individual. But hey, he's from New Orleans. He can get down. He's from New Orleans now. Okay, he's not from Mayberry, you know, so he can get down if he wants to. But the thing that gets me is, here's the thing. I am so sick and tired of all these guys. Like Ryan Garcia did it, Jose Ramirez did it, and now Tio's done it. These guys knowingly, in their own mind, want no part of this guy.
Right.
They'll talk their trash, and then they'll find a reason out. And here's the thing, and I've told this to Regis' team, his brain trust. Hey, guys, I would flat out say, forget the first bid split. We'll create our own split so you're not stuck at 35. How about that? We'll go 60-40 or 55-45. And sometimes, Coach, you have to parlay the win. Because I would much rather have the other guy get 5 to 10% of my end than 0% of zero and never be able to get these great victories.
Right.
Because I think what's happening to Regis Prograis is an absolute shame. These guys are running from him. They're ducking from him. Regis is a real authentic fighter, and he's a victim of what is going on in today's game, which is the passive least resistance and flat out avoidance. It's sad.
Oh, they ducking Regis. Oh, they ducking Regis. You said they ducking Regis.
Yeah, they are. I mean, what else do we call it? And I don't want to hear. And you're right, Coach, with Teofimo. His fight against Campa was in a small tent. With about 4,000 people. It's a small venue. So let's not make it sound like he's at the MGM Grand or T-Mobile. Then his last fight, Coach, was actually at the big room of the Garden. It was not at the theater, but it didn't sell very well. So for him to act like he's Miguel Cotto at the Garden, that's not true either. So stop acting like you're Ecuadorian or whatever country, Ecuadorian Oscar de la Hoya. You're not. You are not a great draw. I mean, all these guys on top-ranked side, Coach, they are lucky that they're with the company with ESPN dates. That's their safety net.
Hey,
but it's sad, man.
I think about the dog T. Diddy.
We did it first. We did it first.
Yeah.
And we motivate even the greats. This is different.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, here's a Coach. You know what's really sad? Right after Regis' really good performance against Zepeda, really strong effort.
Right.
Teofimo's talking about, oh, you're so slow, I'd carve you up. And then knowing in their own mind that they're never going to fight him or don't want any piece of him, that is sad. And I think Regis is a victim. Regis is a class act. And look, he's going to have to make some sacrifices still to get those fights, to get to where he wants to be.
What type of sacrifices are you talking about? Because
my view is this: if it takes giving up a couple of his percentage points from the first bid instead of making it 65-35, going 60-40, that's the sacrifice that I'm talking about.
Okay,
parlay the win.
Yeah, parlay the win.
I think. That's just my view. It's easy for me to say, but God, I want him to get these fights because here's the thing. 60% of those fights may be worth a lot more than those other fights that we're not going to care about, Coach. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You have to look at the bigger picture. Like when Holyfield fought Tyson, I think I told you the story.
You told me the story.
Holyfield did not like, he had to get to the second fight to get everything he wanted. So he had to look at that as a 2-fight deal. Look, no one's ever going to get the perfect deal. But look, here's the thing. You can never win a fight, Coach, that you don't get. Remember that.
Right. You're right about that. And but at least Holyfield got paid something. Did Holyfield get a guarantee?
Well, yeah. Holyfield got a guarantee in the first fight. He wasn't really happy with it.
Yeah.
But in the second fight, in 1997, the famous fight, his guarantee in 1997 was $35 million because King didn't even think they were going to get to the rematch. So think about that, Coach. That's probably what, $80 million today if you adjust for inflation.
Yeah. So he made sure he got a guarantee on the first, but he had to make sure he win that first fight so that he would get a bigger guarantee the second fight. Yeah.
Right. Jim Thomas, the lawyer, who's a really great guy. I've known Jim for years. He was with. He almost got into a fight. Evander almost wanted to slap him in the face because he asked Evander, he said, Evander, can you actually beat Mike? And Evander was just like the back end. He said, no, because I got to ask you this, because here's the thing. If you're looking for fairness from Don King, we might as well leave. We're not going to get it. But you got to win that first fight, because that second fight, Don thinks you're such a joke, he'll give us anything. And so Evander goes, you know what? You're right. Just give me the first fight. I'll take care of the rest. Let's make that second fight good. So he got $35 million guaranteed before any pay-per-view came in. So sometimes you got to get the fight, Coach.
Yeah.
Get that fight, win it, and then then enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now you got real leverage, even more leverage. That's all I'm saying.
But this what I'm saying though. You have to have a contract like that where you will have the leverage in the next fight. You can't go in a situation.
Right.
You can't go in a situation where okay, you ain't gonna get paid no guarantee right now. You're only gonna get a percentage. Of
Oh
whatever,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Whatever we tell you it makes, and then if you win in the rematch, you're gonna get the same deal. In the second fight that you got in the first fight. Like I mean,
right? Look. It's just amazing that people expect Terrence Crawford to say, hey, just trust us. What? Excuse me? Trust us? No thanks. Give me a little bit of a guarantee. I'd rather not trust you and have my money, at least a little bit of it, guaranteed. But I do think, here's the issue for Regis Prograis. He's with a company that does not have a regular television deal.
Right.
So again, there is, and he's not with Top Rank. So Top Rank's going to do what's in the best interest of Top Rank and their fighters.
That's true.
That's the unfortunate reality. So if he has to give up 5 to 7 or 8% off of his end of that purse bid percentage to get the fight, to beat Jose Ramirez, and then catapult himself in position to be another big fight, sometimes you got to give something to get something. That's all I'm saying. It's easy for me to say it's not our money,
right.
But I don't want to see Regis just left out in the cold because he's with the wrong promoter. Coach, we've seen too much of that stuff recently.
Yeah, we see a whole lot of that. He's with Probellum, right?
He is with Probellum, and I don't want to hear that Top Rank doesn't want to work with Probellum. When Nonito Donaire recently fought Inoue, guess what? Donaire is represented by Richard Schaefer, who's with Probellum.
With Probellum, yeah.
So give me a break.
Yeah.
Give me a break. I don't need to see Richard Comey. I like Richard. He's a faded fighter, Coach. I have no interest in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, it's not selling very well. I think even Fresno, not even Fresno's interested in that fight.
Richard Comey is fighting who?
Jose Ramirez. That fight on March 25th.
Yeah,
I will show you a ticket chart. They have not sold a lot of tickets, Coach. I'll send you something when I get to the office. Okay. Even Fresno is a little bit bored by that matchup.
Yeah, I think Comey is done.
Yeah,
he's done. He's done.
Yes, exactly. And he's not a junior welterweight, and that's the reality. He's a hard-nosed, honest, tough fighter. If I was ESPN, I would have told Top Rank, sorry, not having it. But again, they're in business together. They're partners.
Yeah.
But I do think Prograis, I'd like to see him get at least one substantial fight. Because as of right now, I don't care he lost to Josh Taylor 3 years ago. I think he's the best junior welterweight in the world.
Yeah. I like Prograis. And you know what? And that fight could have went either way. To be honest with you, it wasn't like he got blown out of the water. Yeah. That fight came down to like a round, or maybe a swing round.
Round here, round there.
Around there. Yeah, that was
you flip a it's a different thing. And Regis is a real authentic fighter who's a crowd-pleasing, fan-friendly fighter, great personality. He's a solid individual. Let's see him get exactly what he deserves. But unfortunately, Coach, life is not fair. You don't always get what you deserve. You get what you can get.
Get what you can get.
Right, exactly. So that's all I'm.
No, you're right, Steve.
Appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Steve. Shout out to Steve Kim. Shout out to my brother Steve Kim, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, man. The Korean coach said. Yeah, man. But they say they ducking Regis, huh? Shout out to Virtuoso. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, they say they ducking Regis Prograis, huh? They over there ducking. Hey, shout out to Virtuoso. He said everywhere he is spotted, leaning the nose, be wearing shades like Jim Jones. Hey, man, you know it is what it is, man. Again, I think Deontay Wilder has a point, man. Deontay Wilder he's a very smart guy when it comes to his business. I can't take that away from him for real though. I'll call him. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh man, I'm from Mobile, but calling from Vegas. What's going on with your coach?
What's your name is, fam?
Big Bama.
Big Bama from Mobile, Alabama. Talk to me.
Man, what's going on, man?
What's up with you, brother?
Man, nothing much, man. Shout out. I want to shout out Bill Haney, man. He come in my dog, man, like every week, man. So shout out to him. But man, you think the reason PBC do what they do because they just broke?
I won't say they broke. I think Al Heyman is a smart guy, you know, but broke is they may not have the money. Again, Showtime puts the money up for their fighters. It's not like Al Heyman or Floyd Mayweather is paying for these fights themselves. They use other people's money. So if Showtime don't put the money up, then fighters don't fight because there's no money for them to get paid to fight. You get what I'm saying? So, i.e., this is why, hey, we could put a fight on, but we're gonna give everybody a low guarantee purse, something that we can stand to just, we know we can recoup, but you're gonna have to get the rest of your money on the back end of the strength of the upside of the pay-per-view. But if the pay-per-views ain't selling, what are you getting the upside of? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real, bro.
You get what
ain't
I'm
no
saying?
back end if it ain't no back end.
Yeah, you can't get nothing from nothing. So, I'm gonna give you 1 point this and 2 that. And you got a guy like Deontay Wilder. Wilder ain't no Wilder like, nah, man, you're gonna give me my $5-10 million. I need that guarantee. For real. That's what I need off the real. Wilder ain't no company man. He like, nah, I want my money. You know what I mean? And the fact that he's
the only one from over there. You hear his voice. He really the only one over there that talks for real about the business.
Yeah. He is. And that's what I respect about him. I'm like, man, he's really on that. And again, Wilder got his brother, like he said. He said, look, I listened to the interview, right, with him and Ellie Setback, but he said, I got my money. You know what I mean? I'm good. But he's speaking up for the other fighters who ain't got a voice. There are fighters who can't say nothing. They're not in the position that Wilder is in. So I'll put it this way. Let's say you're a fighter. Let's say No, go ahead.
Why do they feel? I don't know like the inner works of it. But why do they feel like all their fights got to be on Showtime? Like why they can't go? I know why they can't go to Fox or go to NBC, give it, you know what I'm saying, and just get money from the tickets they sold. Like
I mean,
I don't understand why I don't understand why I gotta pay hella money to watch. You feel me? Tank fight, bum ass like shit. The dude he fought from here, bro, little punk ass little dude from here, man. You feel me? So it's like,
you say Tank? Just talking about the guy who Tank fought?
Yeah, like he be finding a bunch of bums and they make us pay for it. And I understand he do like 200,000 every time, but like we about to go into like this PBC card is probably potentially about to be, you feel me, the second card this year PBC gonna have with no belts on it. Like what's that?
Well, they have to. You gotta understand though. Like they have to put the fights on pay-per-view because the fighters are getting low guaranteed money. So these are network friendly contracts, friendly contracts for the network. Showtime puts the money up. Showtime might be like, look, we ain't got no $20-30 million to put up for this fight because this guy say he want this and that. What we're gonna do is since you have a marquee name, we'll give you this low amount, 1.5. We'll give him 500,000. And then y'all will get 60. You'll get 60% of the pay-per-view. He'll get 40% of the pay-per-view. But that means that he'll get 60. He'll get 40 after we recoup out all of our money. So after we take everything that we gonna take, you're gonna get what's left over. However long it takes to tabulate that may be it. You get what I'm saying? So they have to do that because they don't have the big guarantee money to pay these fighters. I think Canelo took all the money. I think Canelo, no, for real, dog. I honestly, now that I think about it, I'm like, Canelo got 40-50 million guaranteed from them. So that money, if they didn't have to pay Canelo all of that money probably could have went to these other fighters. But he took so much of a big chunk of the money, and then Caleb Plant made $10 million fighting Caleb. I don't know if Caleb Plant got his money. I don't know now. I don't know if he got all his money, if he get installments, whatever. I don't know. But I honestly believe, I don't have any proof of this, but I honestly believe that Canelo deal, man, I think he might have broke their back, man. For real.
Man, he had to, man. Canelo do good business, man. It seems just to me like if you just not a big draw, it just really ain't no money in fighting.
Yeah. I mean, no, just don't put everything. I mean, just don't put it on. Pay-per-view. Remember, pay-per-view is we want the fans to foot the bill for your fight. We want the fans to pay you. We don't have the money to pay you, so we gonna make the fans pay you. And if the fans don't deem that this is worthy of spending their money, they're not gonna spend it. They're gonna stream it anyways. Fans stream every fight. Whether it's Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, whether it's Tank Davis, it doesn't matter who it is. They're gonna stream every doggone fight.
I mean, shout out to my boy G2. He always make a point in that if you really want to support these fighters, you'll buy the fights. He don't even like to argue with people who don't buy the fights. If you really want to support your fighters, you'll buy their fights, you feel me? And then you can't really complain about this and complain about that. You know, just to throw that out there, But yeah, everybody's seen fights. I done had this conversations in a barbershop and all that, you know. But I feel like, you know, like a dude, like for instance, like a dude like Tank, man, he's doing 200,000. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like he don't fight nobody, I feel like he a pretty good draw. 200K, you know, like every fight. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of people streaming him. You know what I'm saying? He's probably like the biggest, maybe the second biggest American fighter, maybe him and Wilder. You know, but after this, it's kind of like empty. You know.
What do you think about what Wilder said though? Before I let you go, what do you think about what Wilder said? Do you think Wilder's right? Because I'm looking at two sides of the coin. Wilder is right about fighters need to get paid their money. They shouldn't have to wait to get paid and stuff like that. So I agree with him on that aspect. But on the flip side, I agree with, you know, probably someone like an Al Heyman or Steven Espinosa. Because if you sign a contract agreeing that, hey, I'm willing to take low money up front and wait to get the rest of my money, whatever that may be, on the back end, you don't have no grounds of complaining because you agreed to it. What say you?
Yeah, I feel like if you ain't gonna flex or nothing, tell them I want my money now, or I ain't gonna fight, then you sign what you sign. It's the same with like the rap music with the rappers when they get into the little contracts and then they get big and feel like they owe this. No, you sign for this. Yeah. And this is what's gonna happen, and this is how we're gonna do it. It sucks. You feel me? Maybe at the least they could specify a day or specify a time, you feel me, if they wanna do it like that. But like if you sign that paper, you sign that paper. Because the other side of it, I'm trying to make money too. Yeah. I just don't fight, but I'm trying to, I gotta eat too. That's how I'm eating. Hey man, Big Bama, thank you for calling in, fam. Salute. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you too, man. You too, man. Yeah. So and again, this ain't no shade on nobody. But my thing is, I mean, you can't get mad at Al Heyman. You know, you can't get mad at Al Heyman you can't get mad at Al Heyman. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you got a contract, it is what it is. Hold on, if you got a contract, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I feel Wild on both. I feel Wild on both ends. To be honest with you, I really do. I feel the brother on both ends. So he has a point. But the other side has a point as well. So that's how I'm looking at it. The simple fact that he has he's been an advocate for the fighters. You get what I'm saying? I kind of do like that. By him being an advocate for the fighters, I kind of do like that. You know what I mean? So to be honest with you. But I kind of honestly, dog, I kind of really do think that I kind of think Canelo might have. I don't know, man. You know, Canelo is the only one that's kind of like, the thing is, somebody like a Canelo demands so much money. You know what I mean? That it's kind of like, I'm trying to find something, guys. I'm trying to find something with the promoters. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Yeah, I'm calling from Brooklyn. Hold on, caller. Hold on. Sorry about that. I got you on the wrong thing. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York. My name is Mike, but online for Google, or for YouTube, I'm Airsoft and Chef or AC.
Okay, Mike from Brooklyn, talk to me.
Yeah. You want me to chop it up now?
Yeah, go ahead, talk to me.
Basically, this is what I was saying. I'm watching your live and everything. My comments on what you're talking about is, I just think a lot of these fighters don't realize who they are going into signing a contract from the start. Mm-hmm. If you realize you're an independent contractor, you're not going to sign any contract that's going to take away your right to speak. And in PBC contracts, it seems as though, based on what Fred was showing, that you lose your right to speak once you sign the contract. Once you lose your right to speak, you lose your right to bargain and or complain. So with that being said, you know, just like the music industry, because I heard you making that comparison.
Yeah.
When you got a dude coming off the street and you telling them, all right, I'm going to give you this signing bonus of $100,000. If you do well, then we could get you on pay-per-view and get you like $1 million guarantee or $1.5 million guarantee, and then get you, you know, whatever money the pay-per-view sell on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So to a person that don't really know the business end of it and just coming into the business end of it because their whole mindset been on fighting, that sounds like a terrific deal. That sounds like a deal any young fighter would take. But if that fighter doesn't have a real strong mentor to really sit down and chop up that contract and say, all right, we're going to take what you offering. We're going to let our lawyers look over it. My mentor is going to look over it, and then we'll come back to you. Notice, Devin Haney nor Shakur signed with PBC. They went the route of Terrence Crawford, signing to Top Rank, because Top Rank is a more solid organization. You can find out fiscal information on Top Rank that's pretty much accurate. And plus, ESPN is the leading sports entertainment or whatever in this country. So why not sign to them instead of PBC? So at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. Wilder's down with PBC. He's been trying to tell people for the longest, your favorite fighters you think are doing great numbers, they're in fucked up contracts. You know, and there ain't shit that they could do about it because they signed for it. Just like a lot of Errol Spence fans ain't mad that Al Heyman violated the Ali Act on Errol's behalf by turning down the $25 million. That's up to Errol to do that. You just as advisor and manager, you can't stop that man from saying, all right, I'm gonna go take this 25. I hear what you're saying. I don't want to cap myself, but that's still $25 million guarantee. And that's basically my cook.
All right, man. Hey, thank you for calling Mike from Brooklyn, man. I kind of again, I mean, I don't want to like be too down on Al Heyman, and I'm not doing. I'm trying to be as fair as balanced. I think that, you know,
it's business on both sides.
Yes, business on both sides. If that's the way Al Heyman has his contract structured, and that fighter agrees to it, he really. My thing is, you really can't complain about that. Now, every fighter when they first come in the game, they might get a messed up contract. I don't care whether it's Top Rank or Matchroom. That's how it's going to be.
All do.
But I think once your contract expires and you've been built up to a certain level or whatever the case may be, when you go back into to renegotiate the negotiations again, once you become a free agent, now you have a little bit more knowledge. Now you can negotiate better
and
terms.
leverage.
Yeah, leverage.
And that's all facts. That's all facts right there, bro. I agree with you 100%. But it don't seem like these dudes is going back into negotiations to renegotiate freedom of speech. So if you still go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, brother. I was just saying I was agreeing with you as related to that, but go ahead.
Yeah, so the issue is, you know, that's supposed to happen, but for some reason it's not happening. That these guys are going in and doubling down on the same contract they had before. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, as boxing fans, we can't be mad at Errol for Errol not you know, pressing Al on that. Like, the fuck you mean you ain't letting nobody touch this fight? That's $25 million for me and my family. Are you fucking stupid? We can't get mad at him because he asked Al about it. And Al said, why you want to put a cap on yourself? And he said, I don't. He was asked about $100 million. He said, me and Al cool. So does it make any sense for an Errol fan to be mad at or a Bud fan to be mad at Al? No, this is their thing. It ain't, we can't say nothing about it. Because that's what they agreed to. That's their relationship. It's like trying to stop your sister from dating a nigga you don't want her to date. She's still gonna fuck with him. You could beat him up. Y'all could get into all kind of shit, but she's still gonna lay in the bed with that nigga at nighttime.
Yeah, for sure. I don't get involved in domestic affairs to this day, boy.
So
and she gonna turn. And she gonna turn on you if you try to stop her
all day. If you press it the wrong way, she's gonna be like, "Fuck you, that's my man." So at the end of the day, you just gotta leave it alone. Take the good with the bad. Know that it's business on their side. You may not do business like that, And you would hope other fighters don't do business like that. But obviously, them doing business like that got Errol the highest paid dude on their roster outside of Wilder. So can't nobody complain. Errol ain't complaining.
Yeah,
I ain't complaining.
Yeah, he ain't complaining. You're right. Hey man, hey Mike, thank you for Mike from Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn been representing this week, man. Y'all miss from Brooklyn, Mike from Brooklyn, another brother called from Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn, stand up, man.
All right.
Stand up, man, for sure.
That's what's up, man. We about our business.
Old dirty boxing from Brooklyn. Yeah, man. And yeah, man. So I mean, I get exactly what Deontay Wilder is saying, but I'm looking at it on both sides. I can't jump down Al Heyman's throat in one breath, but then you get what I'm saying, but if they agree to those terms, so be it. So Wilder, Deontay Wilder is a smart guy. He's a pretty smart guy as of late to handling his business. So it is what it is. And I tell you guys time and time again, you got to understand too, right? Hold on. I was looking for this article. I was looking for this article, right? Hold on, I want to show you something. And I want to show you guys, let's see, what's the role? Let's say, hold on. I think I'm trying to find it, right? What's the role of boxing promoter? Hold on. I'm finna show you, because I had to say, oh, here you go right there. Here you go right here. I'm finna show y'all something. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on, man. It's too much. Troy, it's too much noise back there, man. Troy.
I know. Yeah, Coach.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just had to turn you off on the tablet. Yeah, it's Troy, Baltimore. You know what? I hope he takes this mantle up to help the other fighters and goes with it. I hope it's not just lip service, right?
Yeah, I think that's what Wilder is doing, though. I think he's really, you know what I mean? I think he's doing it.
Good, because Adrian Broner was saying it, but because of a lot of things that he was doing, nobody believed him. But now that Wilder comes out, it brings some truth to the purpose, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Brings some truth to light. I mean, so I'm proud of him. I can say I'm proud of Wilder. I hope he follows through on it and all that. And I hope all these young fighters that are coming into the sport actually learn the fact that you are the business.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing is not the business. You are the business.
You know what? That's what Floyd Schofield was on here saying. Kid Austin's father. That's what he was saying. The fighters don't understand. They the ones has the power. You're a 1099 independent contractor. But a lot of these But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that if you look at the state of boxing. It's like, even though the fighters are independent contractors, but they have no power. They feel powerless, because man, you got to talk to my promoter. You got to call Al. Well, you got to call Bob. You got to do this. They can't make moves like they would want to make moves because one, a lot of these boxers are not business savvy. They're not business savvy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get in the ring and fight. That's like an artist saying, I just want to get on the stage and sing. Okay, you get on the stage and sing, but you need to make sure that you generate the money that you want to generate. And then what happens is, you won't find out later on down the line if the money right or not, because some guys who may be happy today, they may be happy because they are ignorant to what's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
And
Coach, I'll give you.
Go ahead.
No, Coach. Go ahead and finish your thought. Go ahead.
And then as time go by, years go by, and they be like, man, let me get me an independent lawyer to come back and look at my business affairs. And then they go to seeing like Tank, man, why would Mayweather have a kid sign a messed up contract like this? He didn't know he was in a messed up contract till he went to talk to Mayweather's attorney. Now he said this on Twitter. I have the tweet. I kept it because Tank deleted it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept it, and he didn't know. So you won't know. You'll be happy about something, not realizing that by the time you find out this, he ain't really got nothing to be happy about. Then you look back at it later and be like, God damn, man, I ain't know I was supposed to got this. I was supposed to got that. Man, I'm sitting. You don't know until you know what I mean, until you audit those books. But go ahead, Troy.
Yes. So I was going to say that I'll give you a perfect example of someone who learned the business the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard Hopkins, when he signed to fight Roy Jones, on paper, he was supposed to get $1 million. After the fight, Spinks and Butch Lewis came back to him and gave him a check for $60,000. He said, hold up. Where's the rest of my money? Butch, and Butch turned to him, told him to mind his MF business. And after that, he fired both of them. And of course, he was still tied to a contract, so he couldn't fight for maybe like a year and a half or 2 years. In that time, while when he couldn't fight because of the contract, he studied the business of boxing to the point where he was on the level of Don King. Don King said that he hated working with Bernard because he was just a stickler for everything. You had to dot all your I's and cross all your T's.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get nothing over on him.
Yeah.
And that's what these young fighters have to learn, man. You are the business. Boxing is just a vehicle. You are the damn business.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Shout
You
out to
keep
Troy,
doing
man.
what you're doing, brother.
Salute, fam.
All right.
Shout out to Jay Graves. He said Wilder isn't smart. Why did he let Al stop him from getting $100 million from the zone? I think you're giving him too much credit. No, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the deal that he turned down from the zone. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying as it relates to his situation dealing with the PBC, he made sure that whatever money that they are supposed to pay him, he made sure that he got paid that money. Now there's a deal that he might have turned down from the zone that he probably should have taken because he was listening to his advisors and stuff like that. That's a separate argument. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about as it relates to right now. You know what I mean? So I think you're kind of conflating the two. What did it say? You say everyone hates on Canelo's financial success, not knowing he paid his original promoter $10 million to get out of his deal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, the guy you start out with, some promotional companies, they're good to start out with, but every fighter leaves their promotional company. You don't stay with them forever at some point. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's happening, coach? It's your boy Two-Tone from Phoenix.
Two-Tone, talk to me, fam.
Yo, so it's funny that you're bringing up Al Heyman and making a correlation to the music business because Al Heyman started in the music business. He was a concert promoter, and he still brokers deals for like Drake. Drake goes to him and some other artists in the game. Do you think Al Heyman's business practices are like music business contracts the way he has these boxes? Because it seems very similar.
Yeah. It's very similar. Remember, I had Kid Austin on here. His father's come from the music business as well, and he said that the entertainment boxing is entertainment. You get what I'm saying? So these entertainment contracts are very, very similar. What is an entertainment contract from music? What is an entertainment contract from boxing? Is an entertainment contract. But of course, the language is different because it's a different entity. You see what I'm saying? But it's an entertainment contract nonetheless. You know what I mean? And the niche is the sport of boxing. So they're very similar. Hell, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you know it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah, but they're very similar from what I didn't know that until Floyd Schofield educated me on that on this show when I interviewed him. And we have and not only that, check this out though, Tone. And we got a show set up to where he's going to show us. I got an interview with him where he's going to show me 2 different boxing contracts. Because you get a lot of people argue about contracts all the time online. They argue about contracts online, but they never really seen one. And he's going to show me. I saw one this past weekend with Antonio Tarver. I was at his event, and I actually saw him pay his fighters right after the fight. He paid them, and that fight was on pay-per-view. It was on Fight Hype. You can get it on pay-per-view at FightHype.com. Not Fight Hype, Fight TV on Fight TV. But that's neither here nor there. But so that we got an interview set up where we're actually doing that. You know what I mean? That brother right there. So shout out to that brother right there. And he's going to break it down.
That's lit. Yeah, in regards to that, because we got shows out here in Phoenix, Arizona called Iron Boy, where they got some little boxing shows. And I had worked in media one time, and then just like you said, I went backstage. They had a 168-pound fighter, and I saw the doctor cash him out right after the fight in cash though. Cashed out. Boom, boom, boom. Cashed him out.
And most of those fighters, they sell tickets like local rappers. Like the local rappers in my community, like if they do a show, they got to sell tickets. And the boxers, they have to sell tickets too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the pay-per-view model is, all right, well, we want to see how much fans that y'all got
right,
where you can generate enough money on pay-per-view. But I also think the problem is, Coach, a lot of these fighters don't market themselves.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't know how to market themselves.
Yeah, it's amazing you said that because well, I don't want to put the brother business out there, but I just say a certain fighter, we're trying to get him on a fight card. We're trying to get him on a fight card. And we work the situation out to where, when I say we, not me, but just the people who I'm affiliated with. So I just want to be, I want to be specific. I want to make it look like I'm bigger than what I am. But, you know, the fight card, the fight card that we're trying to get the fighter on, we say, hey, look, you ain't got to pay us no money. You know what I mean? Just give us so many thousands of tickets. And we'll make sure we'll sell those tickets, and whatever tickets we sell, you know, that'll be the fighter money that we're trying to get on the card, and that'll be some of the money that we can do to pay the opponent. You know what I mean? So yeah, and you see that with the I remember when I was doing music, I was interviewing artists. This is like back in 2011, 2012. And then every time these artists put on their shows, they used to be out there selling tickets to their show to try to get people to come to their selling their own tickets. So I think the fighters, you know, I think the game has kind of changed now. It's not like it was back then. Now it's like, man, these fighters got to get out there and work it themselves, kind of like how the independent artists, the independent music artists do today. I think that's what they got to do.
Yeah, they do, because I got a David Benavidez interview coming up, and David's team, they want to get on as many podcasts as possible because they want the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
So they know if David becomes more popular with the casuals, then that's kind of like Canelo really can't deny him if David handles his business in the ring or whatever. And I wanted to ask you, did you see the interview with Steven Espinoza where he said Floyd Mayweather didn't get a guarantee?
That's what he said, but I would have to listen to Floyd on that. I'm like, hold on, Floyd. You know, because the thing is, I don't believe Steven Espinoza lies so much. I don't believe nothing Steven Espinoza says. Believing Steven Espinoza is like believing Leonard Ellerbe, or like believing Mauricio Suleiman. You get what I'm saying? Like these guys, they, you know, those guys are a part of the problem, and they lie so much. And you know, and you hear that, you see, oh, well, Bob Arum is a liar. Okay, well, Mauricio Suleiman is a liar too. Steven Espinoza is a liar too. You know, Lou DiBella and all these other guys, they liars too. So, you know, they like to pick, you know, okay, Bob is a liar, and Bob is on record saying, yesterday I was lying. Today I'm telling the truth. So Bob, you know, so that is a fact. Yeah, Bob admits to being a liar. But hold on. So what? Steven Espinoza is Little Red Riding Hood.
Right.
So what? Steven Espinoza, Mauricio Suleiman is the three bears. You know, it's the three little pigs. Like, come on, man. Like, how you gonna say Bob Arum is a liar? You can't trust him, but ignore it. But trust Steven Espinoza. Trust Mauricio Suleiman. Trust Al Hammond. Trust. Like, come on, listen. All of them the same. If that's the case, all of them the same. But these guys, you know,
true.
You know, it is what it is. Hey, Baton, we got other calls calling in. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you for calling in.
All right, fam.
If you can get, if he want to come on this show, let me know, man. He can come on the show and talk if you want to. Benavidez, no problem.
Okay, I got it plugged for certain. I got it.
Okay, all right, for sure. Shout out to Two-Tone, man. Yeah, yeah, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like, look, dude be picking and choosing. Yeah, man, you can't trust him. He a liar. Shit, well, how you gonna count for Steven Espinoza? He's a liar too. Well, nah, Steven Espinoza, that's different. That's different. He, you know, because that's the one you like. So when you're dealing with a promoter or a network that you don't like, he's a liar. When you're dealing with one that you do like, he's not a liar. You can trust him. I'm like, come on, man. All of them wolves. All of them are wolves in the same game. All of them are wolves in the same game. So, you know, you get what I'm saying? So come on, man. Like you guys gotta, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not saying you guys in the chat, but you know, they pick and choose when somebody is a white devil, you can't trust him. You know, these white folks, this and that. I said, it's amazing y'all pick and choose which white folks y'all want to trust. You know what I mean? Again, a thief is a thief, man. When you're dealing with when you're dealing with the sport of boxing, man, these people don't care nothing about you. I want to show y'all something. Let me show y'all something right quick. Hey, man, we got to get the likes. So we need 70 more likes, man. Come on, man. We need 70 more likes. Hold on, we need 70 more likes. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Let me take the phone down, man. Y'all got to work with me. Y'all got to get the likes up. Let me show y'all something. When you're dealing with promoters, right? And I say this all the time. Promoters, financial advisors who act like promoters. As a matter of fact, let's go to a commercial break. We're gonna go right into it. Now I want to show you guys something. Check this out. This article, I show this from time to time on my show, right? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I think we should be at 19,000 right now, 19,000 subscribers. So let's give everybody a round of applause. Also, don't forget to cop the merch as well. Cop the merch, man. Jaleel Green ISP is dropping the merch link in the chat. Don't forget to cop the merch. Now, I keep this article. It say, what does a boxing promoter do? Let's start right here. As you can see, that's Michael Moore and Evander Holyfield, and you know this man in the middle. That's the infamous Don King. Let's blow this up a little bit more. That's the infamous Don King. Let's take it to 250. Now. Okay, now. Talked about Don King. It talked about him being probably one of the most powerful, the best promoter in boxing, the most powerful promoter in boxing, yada, 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 blah, blah, squaze. Now, but let's read this here. It said in 1999, the Sporting News listed boxing promoter Don King in its list of one of the 100 most powerful people in sports for the 20th century. Remember, I told you guys, these power brokers in boxing, like financial advisors, promoters, and even networks now, they are the ones who run boxing. They control the sanctioning bodies and everything. The fighters are the slaves. That's me saying that. Fighters do what the hell they're told. Fighter ain't got no control in boxing. The fighter, he may be an independent contractor, but guess what? The promoter don't work for the fighter work for the promoter. If you think I'm lying, look and see what's going on. That's why I got to call Al, call Bob, do this, do that. They can't do nothing. But let's continue. Hold on. I'm going to prove my point. Now, it says that number 49, King is described as the dominant promoter for the past 20 years who has fashioned the sport into his own game, using bluster and swagger and acute business sense to create an empire. That a promoter could be one of the most important figures in sports history gives a clue to the nature of the position. So, to people who sit back and say, man, yeah, racism this and racism that. Okay, Don King is the black man and the very, very wealthy black man in the sport of boxing. And he was born in the 30s. So he overcame all of that, went through all of that. And he's one of the most, at one point in time, was one of the most powerful guys in boxing. He survived the feds, the IRS, and the mob. He did all of that. Attempts on his life and everything. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue. It said the difference between a skilled boxer you've never heard of and a skilled boxer named Muhammad Ali is often a really good promoter. A promoter is not a manager. There's a huge difference between the two. The manager's job is to look out for the interests of the boxer. The promoter's job is to look out for the interests of the promoter. Let's stop right there. The promoter's job is the manager's job is to look out for the interests of the boxer. But what if you're with a company that's not a promotional company on paper? They are an advisory company. And this advisory company has contracts with networks, has an exclusive promoter that he directly works with for all of the fighters that he have under contract. So he's playing both sides of the fence. He's going to negotiate stuff for him from an advisory standpoint and from a manager standpoint. You know what I mean? The more money I can get you, the more money I'm going to make anyways off of you. And if I'm going to advise you to fight somebody, and I got a bunch of fighters that's under my advisory company, of course I'm going to advise you to fight people that's with my company. Because I'm eating on both sides of the plate. You're fighting Sean Porter and you're fighting Errol Spence. Sean Porter's under contract with me. He do what I tell him like a good boy. Errol Spence is under me. He do what I tell him like a good boy. So when they get paid, I get paid on both of them. I'm eating on both sides of the plate. And the attorney that you're using is my attorney. But let's continue. Sometimes those interests align with the boxer's interests. I want you to listen to this very carefully. Sometimes it said the promoter's job is to look out for the interests of the promoter. Sometimes those interests align with the boxer's interests, but more often than not, they don't. That's why you hear of so many boxers ending up broke despite success in the ring. We won't know what any of these fighters have until when they get towards the end of their career, because they end up broke, a lot of them. The ending part of the book is what matters, not what it appears to be right now. But let's continue. It says that's why you hear so many boxers ended up broke despite success in the ring. The less money a boxer makes for fighting, the more money the promoter gets paid for promoting the fight. How much you gonna get paid for the fight? You a cash cow? How much you gonna get paid guaranteed? 1.5. That dude you fighting, we gonna give him 500,000 or maybe $1 million. The least amount of money I pay you, the more money I'm gonna make. Oh, you gonna get the rest on the back end. That back end may come, you may get the best on the back end 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, month later, 6 months later. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know, right? That's why you hear so many boxers ended up broke despite the success in the ring. The less amount of money that a boxer makes for fighting, the more money that a promoter gets paid for promoting the fight. So if a promoter or a financial advisor says, look, I ain't gonna guarantee you no money. You ain't gonna get no guarantee. We're going to give you 35% or whatever we decide to give you on the back end. He's negotiating a deal that's financially advantageous to him. Only a fighter that's a fool, only a fool agree to something like that. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue. Now, it said the least amount of money that a boxer makes for fighting, the more money the promoter gets paid for promoting the fight. It's not like it's a lot like the setup that puts musicians at odds with their labels and financial odds, right? It's a lot like a setup that puts musicians and their labels at financial odds. A boxing promoter is in charge of setting up and paying for everything involved in a boxing match and making sure that all legal requirements are met at every step along the way. The fighter doesn't do any of this, so he's at the mercy of the promoter. If the promoter don't put the money up, for the fight and pay for these things, it doesn't get taken care of. But let's continue. The promoter assumes all financial risk associated with the event. The fighter don't assume that. Whether that means the promoter is paying for the event, him or herself, or securing a number of secondary investors to guarantee the costs are met. And when we talk about costs, we're talking about every single thing involved in a fighting event. From the plastic cups the beer is served in, to the chairs for each corner of the ring that the fighters are sitting in, to the ref, to the ring itself, right? To the ring itself, right? The round is the ring girl, who I would call her. I ain't accepting no calls right now. Even the ring girl in the ring, right? Now, the referee, said the promoter is responsible for that. The referee, the ticket sales, the advertising, the licensing, and making sure that the scales used for a weigh-in are properly calibrated. Y'all follow me so far, right? A big-time promoter often contract out a lot of the details, while a small-time promoter is probably standing in line at the state boxing commission's office to contain the necessary licenses for a fight and is measuring the ring dimensions to make sure that it is up to code. But either way, the promoter is ultimately responsible if anything doesn't meet the legal requirements, or if something goes wrong and the ambulance isn't waiting right outside of the venue with exactly 2 qualified paramedics. So these are all the things that go into making a boxing event or a fight, right? The fact that the promoter is assuming all of the financial risk is setting up a fight means that he or she also logically expects to get a huge chunk of the profit brought in by that fight. I want you to listen to this very well. This is where the promoter's interests are directly opposed to the boxer's interests. 60-40, 70-30. Sign the contract. Take whatever we give you. You would be a fool if you listen to these dudes on YouTube. Let's continue. Or if you listen to these dudes who have YouTube channels who have a behind-kissing interest to their favorite fighter or their favorite promotional or financial advisory company or network. These low IQ dudes. Let's continue. The promoter, and check this out. They say this is where the promoter's interests are directly opposed to the boxer's interests. The promoter and the boxer's manager negotiate the boxer's purse for the fight. What if your manager is your financial advisor, and the financial advisor and the promoter that he's working with pretty much works for the financial advisory company? So the promoter who the financial advisor worked for and the financial advisor, they on the same team. Let's continue. The promoter and the boxer's manager negotiate the boxer's purse for the fight. How much money the boxers take home for stepping in the ring? The boxers' respective purses are a cost involved in setting up the fight, just like supplying an ambulance and food vendors are costs. The larger a boxer's purse, the smaller the profit the promoter takes home. So the promoter's financial interests are best served by minimizing the boxer's purse as much as possible. And an unscrupulous promoter would take advantage of a young, hungry boxer who just wants to get in the ring and show what he or she can do. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. We ain't gonna give you no guarantee money, and we gonna give you 35% of the invisible back end. Just take it if you really want the fight. A promoter or a financial advisor, he would love for you to take something like that. Why? Because that would be in his financial interest. This is why Canelo say, nah, Puto, I need 40 million guaranteed. True. Because Canelo understands this. I need 40 million guaranteed. This for all you managers and promoters on YouTube. Let's continue. It's up to the manager to make sure the boxer gets a fair chunk of the pie. The promoter has no duty whatsoever to be fair to the boxer. Let's read this part again. It's up to the manager to make sure the boxer gets a fair chunk of the pie. The promoter has no duty whatsoever to be fair to the boxer. It doesn't matter who the promoter is, whether he's a white promoter, a Jewish promoter, a black promoter, Hispanic promoter. He has no duty to the fighter at all. This is for all you managers and promoters. But while a promoter is going to do everything in his or her power to minimize the cost, the interests of a boxer and the promoter do align in a general way, in that both of them benefit from a well-publicized fight. The biggest skill involved in being a great promoter is being a great promoter, knowing how to market and advertise a fight so that it appeals to the broadest possible demographic. So in today's time, promoters don't promote anymore. You don't have great promoters anymore. They don't promote like Don King did at that time. They don't promote anymore. They tell the fighters, no, you got to get out there and promote yourself. That's what they say. Well, this fighter, he doesn't talk. He's not that charismatic. He's not that charismatic. He doesn't talk this and that. His promotional company, it's his fault. He doesn't want to do this and do that. The promoter now, in today's time, they want to absolve themselves of doing their job. Let's continue. It's knowing how to get the most paying customers. Now, this is the job of a promoter. The biggest skill involved in being a great promoter is being a great promoter. Knowing how to market and advertise a fight so that it appeals to the broadest possible demographic. Now, the PBC does a really good job at that when it comes to Tank Davis. Tank Davis sell out arenas. They do a really good job at that when it comes to Tank Davis. Facts. Even though the PBC is not a promotional company, quote unquote, they're an advisory company, quote unquote, but they do a good job at that. I got to take my hat off to them on that, right? It's knowing how to get the most paying customers to want to see the fight. In this day and age, that usually means knowing the ins and outs of the pay-per-view system and getting all sorts of people, not just boxing fans, to pay a lot of money to get the fight in their homes. For the promoter, a well-publicized, expertly marketed fight means profit. For a skilled boxer, it means going from boxer with marquee potential to a marquee boxer. And marquee boxers can negotiate huge purses, very similar to Canelo Alvarez and Anthony Joshua. In the end, a boxer is best served when he signs on with a skilled promoter and sends in a loyal, dedicated manager to do the financial negotiating. Boxers who achieve not only success in the ring, but also long-term financial success know to surround themselves with people who know the business of boxing, as well as for those who know the art. Let me drop this in the link. I want you guys to look at this. Shout out to my main man, Smith & West. Shout out to Smith & West. Let me drop this in the link. Drop this in the chat. This article is called, What Does a Promoter Do? And y'all want to check it out? Y'all check it out. It is what it is. So, that's why I look at these. That's why I look at these 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we give you. Top rank Toby, this and that. And we don't like him because he black and dark skinned. And we don't like him because he don't know what he's doing and all this stuff there. Well, the nigga made $20 million or a little over $20 million his last 3 fights. You got to know something. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. True. I call it the way I see it. Well, think about that. Hey, shout out to we need 18 more likes. We got over 400 in here. We got almost 500 people, and we had over 500. It went down a little bit. Shout out. What time it is? I got to take my son to karate I got to leave in about 10 minutes. We got 484 people in here. We need 18 more likes. And 18 more likes. So I don't listen to avatars on YouTube. A fight, and this is what I say. A fighter would be a fool if he listened to. Nobody knows their business better than their fighter, right? We on the outside looking in. But if somebody but you can tell when people have an agenda real quick, and that's fine. But I just read to you what's the role of a promoter. This for all you sign the contract, 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we give you. Only a fool will take whatever we give you. If you at home, bro, got a net worth of 2 figures, how can you tell a guy who has a net worth of 8 figures how he should handle his business financially? If you were so smart at business, you would not have a net worth of 2 figures yourself. I'm just saying. Oh, there you go. Hey, shout out to Steve Kim, man. Salute to Steve Kim. Thank you, brother, for sending me this. Thank you, Steve, for sending me this. Now let's give Steve Kim a round of applause. Like for real though. For real though. What's going on, Kyle? All right, well, yeah, hold on, let me see. You dropped a lot of it?
No, I only dropped one.
What was the chicken nugget? All right, what is what is? She got it now, so. You got any more?
I only have one.
All right, so try not to drop it next time. Yeah, that's my son, man. He's, you know. Hey, that's my son, man. He dropped a piece of chicken. Cookie got it. Now, once Cookie get it, that's it. Shout out to my dog, Smith and West, man. It is what it is, man. Hey, but you get what I'm saying? Strategy. So when these dudes be on the, when these dudes be on here arguing and doing this and doing that and yada 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 blah that squaze, man, I you know, like I just sit back and, you know, because a lot of these people they have their ulterior motive. There's certain fighters they don't like and all of that stuff there, and they try to push their agenda. Man, and a lot of these guys on YouTube, again, they want to be down with their favorite promotional company, hoping to get an interview, do this and do that. Me, I don't care nothing about none of that. Hold on, guys. You get what I'm saying? So, like a lot of these guys, like me, I have my own money. I don't care nothing about Top Rank. I don't care nothing about PBC. I don't care nothing about Matt. I don't care about none of that. I don't need their money. I got my own money. I don't care nothing about the interview, being down with what clicks and crews. I'm good. I'm the star over here. I don't need these niggas. And these niggas don't need me. If you want to come on the show, fine. I welcome you. If you don't want to come on the show, fine. I'll holler. But we're going to make it do what it do over here. They say, Coach, you arrogant. Yes. They say, Coach, you cocky. Yes. They say, Coach, you talk a lot of shit. Yes. Can't curse my kids there. Guess what? They're going to be up here at 3 o'clock watching every day. True. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I called it the way I see it, man. Let me see what you got. Solo Dolo, what did you say, fam? He say it's a whole head cheese sandwich. He said whole head cheese sandwich. Hey, what they say? Hey, passion for beauty. She say, Coach, when they say take whatever we give you, he said, who the heck is we? Yeah, who is we? Who is we? Who is we? Who is we? Who is this? Bad girl TKO. She said ESPN Top Rank tried to promote Bud Crawford, but couldn't make a frog talk. Yeah, she don't like Bad girl TKO is a network type chick. She don't like Terrence Crawford for whatever reason. Say he got a boring personality, all that stuff there. Bad girl TKO, that's your opinion, but nobody give a damn about what you say. You come over here and pushing that same bullshit. I don't even know why you subscribed over here. Nobody give a fuck about what you got to say, Bad girl TKO. You ain't nobody. Remember that. You want to unsubscribe? Leave. I give two fucks about you myself. Anyways, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, it is what it is, though. A lot of these people, they have their own issues, right? I don't listen to them. I am quick to run them off the block. Because me, I call it the way I see it. We don't kiss behind for subscribers. And I'll be quick to tell them to leave and block themselves and never come back over here again. Because I don't need you. We only want subscribers that love the sport of boxing. Whatever. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. So, anyway, back to what I was saying, though, right? Back to what I was saying. If you're a fighter, my advice to a fighter is this. Do whatever it is you got to do. Try to work out the best deal you possibly can for you and your family. Don't listen to nobody on social media. You'll be a fool to listen to these dudes on social media. Male or female, don't make me know, never mind. Just like I run them off the block, don't listen to them. If they knew so much about the sport of boxing, they'll be doing business in boxing. I just read to you guys what the role of a promoter is. I read that to you. It's a dirty game. And if you're not a smart fighter, and you don't know how to navigate yourself through the land of the woods, if you don't know how to navigate yourself through the woods when you're dealing with all these wolves, these people don't care nothing about these fighters. I told you guys this. They like dumb fighters. These promotional companies and these networks, they like dumb fighters. They like to take whatever we give you fighters. You know what? With Bernard, I'm glad Steve Kim came in here, right? When Bernard Hopkins was boxing, don't you know he was right? A lot of promoters, they hated Bernard Hopkins. Do you know why they hated Bernard Hopkins? Because Bernard Hopkins wasn't going to go for anything. He had no got already by Don King. So Bernard Hopkins decided to take his career in his own hands and negotiate his own contracts and stuff like that. Bernard Hopkins was vilified as a boxer. The fighter that's take his own career in his own hands, he's vilified. Roy Jones was vilified like that too. When you ain't the guy to just the rollover fighter, take whatever we give you. Oh, they love those type of fighters, but as soon as you stand up like Bernard Hopkins did, oh, they hate fighters like that. Because it's not in the best interest of the promoter to make sure that the fighter get the most money that he possibly can. This is what goes on. This is real. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. These people on social media, they don't know nothing. I've never seen, only in today's time, I see people who are fans of promotional companies and networks. I've never seen nothing like this. They are fans of promotional companies and networks. They say they love boxing, but they hate fighters. But they love networks. And all they do is cap for networks. Some of them come over here every day. I don't know why they come over here. I don't ask them to come over here. I don't. But they'll be up here tomorrow. Like they'll be up here. They'll be up here. That was gonna be up here. Let's give everybody a round of applause, man. And just in case y'all think I don't got soft, if you feel some type of way about Coach Malachi Williams, I said time and time again, this is how I really feel about you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout out to my main man, Freeway Ricky Ross, man. It is what it is, man.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? That you never explains, moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug, thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that bullshit, man. Get the fuck off the block. What the fuck you over here for?
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. What was that?
Man, I was when I said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. Yeah. What's going? But I was playing. Hey, man, nobody taking no 80-20, 70-30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, Cause I was like, it's gonna be 60-40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70-30 or 80-20. But yeah, I was playing. Like I wasn't serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
Shout out to Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
You ain't gotta like it, but you gonna respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Shout out to my sister Nick Rich. Shout out to Lisa Bell. Shout out to School of X-Man. Shout out to Blessed 365. Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P, man. Shout out to the sisters, man. Food Revolution. Salute to you.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
You ought to know what time it is.
Rocky Marciano.
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Shout out to Jamal Charlo. Salute to you,
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
Shout out to Commerce and Ring. It is what it is. Shout out to my dog, Dr. Umar Johnson.
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
I gotta take little Kata Karate, man. I see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.